almost like an extended family for me.
See, Arun, from the very young age, he was very technically minded. While Mithun, when he was young, he was very good at maths.
We are different in every way possible, which is good. I think we just complement each other. Money is important. I try to make it not rule our lives.
Money is important, but I think as a businessman, we are measured by money.
Well, I would like to see my company become a pan-India entity and kind of define what entertainment is for the average Indian.
On today's episode of All in the Family, we have the honor of being joined by a family that is synonymous in the South with consumer electricals, V-Guard Industries, and joining us on the show, we have three family members, Mrs. Sheila Chittalapilli, Arun, as well as Mithun. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you. Ma'am, we'd just like to start with the history of the company. I know that it started somewhere in 1977, started by your husband.
Yeah.
And if you could just take us through a background of it.
Yeah, it was the year since the same year we got married also. We got married in 77. And when I got married, he had just started the industry 6 months back. So it was only 6 months old when I got married to him. And we settled in Kochi.
How did he start? What did it start with? It was just a small manufacturing unit,
yeah.
right?
When I got married, it had just started with about 6 employees. Yeah, he got some money from his father and he started it.
And today now you're a name synonymous with voltage stabilizers and a lot of other products, fans, solar heaters, pumps,
Yes.
Across the board. You're involved in V-Guard directly.
Yes.
And you're involved in the amusement park business.
Yes.
Is that a strategy to segregate for the family to be in different parts of the company?
Yeah, so I just finished studies and we were aggressively looking at expanding our theme parks business, and Bangalore came up as an option because I studied there, and so I had to move to Bangalore. So then definitely, I mean, being away from Cochin meant that I would not be part of V-Guard.
And you still live in Bangalore, right?
Yeah, yes.
But you live in Cochin?
Cochin, yeah.
With your parents? And
No, we live separately.
They live in a separate house.
Me and my wife we live separately. Yes.
Okay. Are you looking to move to the V-Guard at all, or are you going to stay with the amusement park business?
For now, I'm looking to continue with the amusement park business because we are planning to grow that business substantially in the coming years.
Okay.
And so yeah, that itself, I've got my hands full there, and I think Mithun will handle V-Guard for now.
Okay. And you handle something else entirely, right?
Yeah. Actually, I started a small business about 8 years back, Innowear. And first I started with the ladies' lingeries, and after 4 years we entered into the men's innerwear also. I have 2 different brands, the Valero for the men's innerwear and Vanessa for the ladies' lingeries.
And this was your concept and this is your idea?
Yeah, that's my concept.
Yeah. But all of it comes under V-Guard?
No, all the companies are separate. Companies. There is no inter-company shareholding.
And no amalgamation of anything into V-Guard?
No, it's all 3 different companies.
My company's name is V-Star Creations Private Limited.
So let's focus on V-Guard also for a second. I know you do several different products, but what is your mainstay?
If you take, we have 4 main core products. If you take voltage stabilizers, wires, pumps and motors, and the electric water heater, these 4 make up for about 75% of the revenues. So I would say these 4 would be our flagship products.
Of which voltage is?
Stabilizer contributes about 24%. Wires make up for about 26-27%. Pumps and water heaters, they make up for about 15 to 18% each.
You do other products as well, right? Like fans, for example.
Yes, we have apart from these 4 products, we have another 5 more verticals. We have electric fans, which make up about 8% of our revenues. We have UPS systems, which is a small division, makes up about 3-4% of our revenues. We have power cables, which makes up about another 6-7% of our revenues. We also have solar water heaters, again a small division, makes about 3 to 4% of our revenues. So
You had huge growth last year, I think about 60%
Yeah, okay,
from a
close.
slightly low base.
Yes.
This year, I think you've projected 35% growth
Yeah, we are
to
looking at.
cross 1,000 crores.
Yes, hopefully, yes. That's where we are looking at about 35% revenue growth.
Yeah. Why such a big difference between last year and...
Last year we did about 720 crores in revenue, and that was up from 450 crores. So there was a huge jump in revenue. This was mainly due to the fact that we started expanding outside South India and setting up offices outside South and marketing our products in other parts of India. So definitely most of these branches are gaining critical mass. So from a very small base, now they are contributing significantly to our revenue. So there is a big jump. But of course we can't expect this type of growth happening every year.
Sure.
So I think, and also last year with increase in commodity prices, we also, our average realization value per product has gone up significantly in many products. So again, that has aided increase in revenue. So these two factors were aided this revenue growth.
But you're predominantly a South-based player, right? I know that when you had done your IPO, you had talked about becoming a pan-India player. You talked about increased expansion. But you've been a little conservative on that front, right?
Let's put it this way. When we went for an IPO, that's 3 to 4 years back, 96% of our revenues came from South India. Now about 75% of the revenues come from South India. So now close to 1/4 of the revenues come from new markets. So I see that maybe in the next 3 years, from 75-25, this ratio will go to maybe 60-40, with at least 40% coming from outside South.
Like, I know you've had some focus in the north, right?
Yeah, we are doing we are doing quite well actually in northern parts. So that is NCR, UP, Punjab, and Rajasthan. We are doing quite well. We're also doing well in parts of Maharashtra and Gujarat. We also have presence in East, but it's not as strong. We are doing quite well in Orissa, but again, other parts of East, we still yet to gain a good foothold.
But your manufacturing facilities are all...
We have 2 clusters. One cluster is in South in Coimbatore. So we have 3 manufacturing plants in Coimbatore. We also have 2 plants in North. One is in Uttarakhand in a town called Kashipur, and the other one is in Himachal Pradesh. So we have 2 plants which are in the non-excise zones.
Are you setting up anywhere else?
We have acquired about 35 acres of land in Perundurai. So we are putting up a new plant for solar water heater there. So that is the as far
That'll
as
take what, about 5 acres of that land, right?
yeah, we are out of the 35 acres, 5 acres is going to be for the solar. Not even 5, about 3 acres is for the solar plant. And 5 acres we are building a huge warehousing facility to cater to all the 4 southern states. So we'll have a huge hub and spoke model go down there. So being the main hub in Perundurai. So then we still have about 25 odd acres to go. We are reserving it for our future expansions.
Let's focus on the amusement park business. It didn't expand to the level that you expected so far. Real estate is a very difficult business.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no.
Land acquisition.
Getting the right property at the right time it's a big challenge for any industry. And for us, it's very, I mean, it's very paramount that we get the right property. So we are we are progressing quite well in that sense. So it's okay. I think it's just a matter of time, though. We'll definitely see the numbers that we want to see.
What are the numbers that I mean, where does it stand at the moment?
Right now we have 2 projects, one in Kochi and one in Bangalore, and we did a turnover of about 91 crores last year, with a profit of about 32 crores. We will cross 100 crores this year, with a profit of about 40 odd crores. But our 5-year plan is to have 2 more similar projects, one in Chennai and one in Hyderabad.
What is the typical size of the amusement park that you're building on average?
Each park roughly about 40 acres in size, with an investment. Our Bangalore park, we have invested about 110 crores. Kochi park, we have invested about 70 odd crores, because that's a much older project. Now to build a similar size project now will cost us about 200 crores.
Sure.
so including the land.
But have you acquired the land for the next two projects, Chennai,
The
Hyderabad?
Hyderabad property is almost ready, so it's well on its way. So it should be. We hope to open another 3 years, within 3 years.
What will you be doing with this company going forward in the next 3 to 5 years? What's the plan for the company? Will it be a standalone? Will it list separately? Are you bringing private equity investors?
See, because
Would
we
you
are.
eventually merge it with V? I mean, is there some sort of...
We won't merge it with V-Guard because it's a completely
different
different business. It's completely different technically, operationally. Everything is, it's just a completely different entity. So we will definitely run it as a separate entity. We are open to private equity or even listing maybe, but we're not sure at this point. Our margins are quite good in this business, so especially if we are doing one project at a time, we can do it on our own steam.
Your sons started working at a pretty early age.
Soon after their studies, Mithun worked for 1 year.
I joined the business in 2006, so almost 5 years back.
Okay. And what about her?
I started in 2003. So as soon as I finished studies, been working.
And is it important to you that they both work in different businesses? Even though it's under the family, is it important to you as a parent, given what you see?
It's always good that each of them go in different avenue and make their own way in a different way. Otherwise, both of them the same business. I think this is better for them, and it's better for the business. It's better for the family also.
So you're a pretty recently listed company. Whose decision was it to list? Was it your husband's, or did you give an input in that? Or how did that?
Definitely Dad.
I think it was purely on my husband's interest.
You're also a director in V-Guard?
I'm not a
director
director.
on each of your companies?
No, we are not. We have shareholding in each other's all the businesses, but
Okay. So you both have equal shareholding across?
more or less, yeah, more or less, I think it is, yeah.
What's the vision for the company next 3 to 5 years?
We have two primary sectors in we operate. One is the consumer electrical, like wires and cables and pumps and those kind of things. And we have consumer durable, which is like stabilizers and fans and water heaters and those kind of things. So we will be definitely present in these two segments of the market. And we have now 9 verticals, out of which we are doing extremely well in our voltage stabilizer segment. We are doing really well in our electric water heater segment. Wires also, we are one of the largest players in South. So we would like to see us getting a leadership position in more of these verticals going forward. So definitely we want to grow each of these businesses into at least try and become the top 3 players in India in each business we are in. So that will be something that we'll be focusing on doing in the next 3 to 4 years.
But not introducing any more products, kind of consolidating the space that you're already in.
We will introduce new products, like the smaller, I mean the newer products in our stable right now. We have inverters, fans and LT cable, and out of this, inverters and fans have already turned profitable and delivering decent margins. LT cable will turn profitable this year, and these businesses are achieving a decent size, like 70 to 80 crores. So as soon as, of course, we feel that they have become independent, we will start exploring new options so that we can. So we look at introducing at least one new product